Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my What Sold, which will be for last week, Monday through Thursday, August 26th through the 29th. Sales 2 days down, 2 days up. That Thursday I did really well, so I was happy with those days sold. But yeah, it's been kind of up and down again. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I kind of got in a little bit of a funk and just could not get through my stuff. And I think my problem was I was trying to focus so much on listing higher dollar stuff that I forgot, about the bread and butters. And this week I just decided, again, just pick it up. If I've got something to put it with, fine, go in that listing, go pull that item, get that lot made. Otherwise, just list it. Just list it. Even if it's going to be $6 or $8. We're heading into fourth quarter. Lots of things are going to sell that normally don't sell all year long. And I just thought, it's slowing me down. I'm setting stuff aside, and I didn't want to keep doing that. So I moved I had 5 partially filled IKEA bags just kind of around me. And I think I'm down to 1 IKEA bag and a box that, again, I need to deal with it, but it's just been sitting there. It's got a bunch of Rescue Heroes in it. And I haven't decided if I'm just going to make a big lot or if I'm just going to donate them, because there was a time they sold for they sold very well for me. Not so much anymore. I think kids have just moved on to other things, and unless you're a collector, a lot of people just aren't buying that stuff anymore, and they're heavy and they're big. So that's where I am with stuff. Robert's probably going to be running back to Missouri. He's had a death in the family this week. So I think we're going to try to get a bunch of stuff processed and videos made so that, he won't have to worry too much about it while he's gone again. So please keep his family in prayers. All right, let's get to this. I only have one Poshmark sale to share with you guys, and then the rest was eBay. Not quite. I kind of slacked off on cross-listing, so it's my own fault. But last night I made myself sit down and I did probably 20 to Poshmark and Mercari. And then the day before I had done probably 20 or so to Etsy. It's just, I'm so busy right now that, I'm trying to get more stuff listed on eBay, because frankly, eBay is my primary income and it's where I make all my money. So that's where my focus is going to be. But I wanted to get a whole bunch of stuff cross-listed to the other platforms. I'm just, time is tough right now for me. Lots of stuff to get done. All right, so first thing that sold on Poshmark, well, the only thing that sold on Poshmark was this Spark Create Imagine tan dog plush, and it sold for $20. Love picking those up. All the different colors. All right, eBay. If you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping. So when I say something sold for $40, the buyer has also paid shipping. This week is our first week where I have changed all of my over 1 pound listings to calculated, because I had some stuff that was, most of my clothes were flat rate. I've changed all of them over to calculated with Ground Advantage first. And I think Wednesday was the first day that everything was with the new setup. Not a single priority. Everything was Ground Advantage or UPS. Yeah, UPS. I think I had one Mercari, and I've changed that to most of them are SurePost at this point. And I think this next few days we're going to be running to Asheville to pick up a large box order from Granger, and hopefully we're going to get into their Prime shipping so that they'll start shipping our orders to us. But yeah, for us, it's either Asheville or Knoxville. And I figure I might as well go to Asheville and go to the bins also, and Trader Joe's. Two of the other places that I love to go to when we're there. So, gonna be a good weekend. All right, so the first thing that sold on eBay were these Jimmy driving shoes. I picked this up at my favorite little estate sale company. They've been listed since last year. I want to say I paid like $2 for a bunch of the shoes at that estate sale, and then I did go back on half price day, so some shoes were $1. And these sold for a $40 offer. Pound Purries. These are the minis. They're like, I want to say 2 inches tall, 3 inches long, something like that. Comes in lots of animals, pigs and cows and just lots of animals, including the puppies. Anytime I find them, I grab them. See, if you can look on here, none of them had their tags. And they still sold very quickly, probably within a couple of days, for $26.95. Listing lots of clothes right now. These were Gap low-rise boot cut women's jeans, sold for $13.51. Busilla I Love Santa counted cross-stitch stocking kit, sold for $25. Levi's 559 men's jeans, sold for $19.68. Somebody asked in one of my videos, why do I have these odd numbers? Everything that gets listed on eBay that's not clothing has 95 cents, but everything's on sale all the time, and I'm sending offers, so that's why I have oddball numbers. And then clothing, Robert was the one that initiated listing clothing on eBay, so 68, the year he was born. So it's just our thing. Casual Victoria Bill coffee cups. I'm down to just a few things left. Initially when I listed this stuff, a lot of it sold, and then you know how it is. Then you get down to just a few things left. And I went ahead and took a $7 offer on a single coffee mug. Tabasco pepper sauce Bloody Mary goblets, sold for $13.45. Been listed a really long time. Probably not something I will pick up again. Handmade dog plush, two-tone, super soft 12-inch. Just all the keywords that I could come up with because there was no tags on it. And it got listed at this time last year, so it's been a year. Sold for $17.96. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of plush that doesn't have tags, especially when it's just, it's a dog, it's a brown bear, it's a white rabbit, because it just makes it harder to sell them. But they're, if it doesn't have a tag and I know what it is, then of course I'm going to pick it up. Jim Henson Word Party Panda plush, picked up a bunch of these. I want to say these were at the Nashville bins last year, and it sold for $10.09. Amethyst women's denim shorts, $11.41. American Eagle distressed shorts, sold for $12. Still selling the shorts, y'all. It's still hot here in the South. Let me tell you a story about this item. All right, Douglas Calico Cat. I picked this up at the Red, White, and Blue. I want to say it was $1.99 or something like that. Not the story. Person bought this overnight, last week sometime, and I got 3 back-to-back rambling messages. Couldn't quite figure it out, but one of them said cancel. The next one was like, don't cancel until you've read all the messages. I just canceled. That's no, that you're just asking for trouble. And I blocked them because of just the message after message after message. The same morning that I relisted it, it sold again to an account that had just opened that day. My suspicions were up. The same person bought it again, but I didn't get a whole bunch of messages right after the fact, so I went ahead and shipped it. Well, yesterday, I think it was, I got a neutral feedback. This person, after they received it, started sending me these rambling messages again, and it seemed like they didn't make sense. They didn't make sense. But it seemed like she was asking me first, you know, what happens if the bag is damaged? Can I return something? It was just, so I sent her a message back saying, did you damage the toy when you opened the package? Because it just kind of, I wasn't understanding. No response. So yesterday I get this neutral feedback that says, you know, the toy is, you know, wonderful, but this seller needs to have better communication when somebody has an issue with the item. Well, she never responded to my message. So I thought, I'm going to call eBay. You know, I have concierge, so I'm going to call and see, tell them my suspicions are that this is the same buyer, just because of the odd messages that I got. They heard my story, went off the line for maybe a minute while they were checking, and they said, yeah, same person. We're going to, you know, report them for, you know, going around, circumventing the blocked bidder list, and they removed the neutral. So, y'all just, sometimes you just have to call eBay. And I don't try to do that very often, but this was just one of those ones. And now, because the first time she canceled before she had paid, I couldn't figure out her name or where she was from. It just says US when you look at their accounts. This time, don't you think, I have a little piece post-it note on my desk that says her name and what state she's from. So that if she tries to pull this stuff again, I won't even ship it. I won't even ship it, because I'm not here for somebody to be wish-wash about what they're buying, and returning things just because they changed their mind. No. All right, so there's my story. Pay attention. Just pay attention when you have issues like this, or you get tons of messages. Just, it never ends well, it seems. All right, Victoria's Secret pink dogs. I get them at the bins anytime I find them, and they're clean. This is a lot of 2. If I had found more, you know, like I always say, I would have ended it, added more to it, but these were the only 2 I had so far. Sold for $9.91. Toys R Us Koala Bear, $19.95. Sold for $10 best offer. Folkmanis Barn Owl Hand Puppet, sold for $9.95. Love finding the Folkmanis stuff. Kathmandu Imports. It's kind of a asymmetrical shirt. It had its original tags, but there was no size tag. So I kept having people question whether, you know, could I guess what size it is? I'm not guessing. I just keep referring them to the measurements. And it finally sold, $26.71. Play School, like one of my favorite things to pick up. These were binocular / kaleidoscope toy, and it took a long time to sell, $8. Build-A-Bear, Bear-A-Me. You know, sometimes if I have it, I'm going to go ahead and list it. This one took about 7 months to sell, $8.96. Build-A-Bear is just one of those things, especially the bears, unless there's something unique. I'm just not going to be picking up anymore. Blue's Clues Puppy Dog Plush. This is vintage from 1998. Sold for $15. The newer contemporary stuff just does not sell well for me at all. We picked this up at our friend Scott and Christina's estate sale. I want to say we paid $1 each for these 4 knives. I was pleasantly surprised when I went to do comps that, you know, they were a really good item to pick up. I kept them lotted together, and they sold for best offer of $60. American Eagle women's jeans, super high rise, sold for $10. I should have put button fly in there. You know, now that I'm doing the Express Lister on List Perfectly, it catches that kind of stuff. And we'll put button fly. But for some reason, oh wait, maybe I did right there, button fly. I did catch it. Torrid women's shorts, another pair of shorts, $15.94. Skylanders, I think this was a Ben's pickup. They've been listed for a couple of months. No, they've been only listed about a month, and they sold so pretty quickly for $18. Again, it's not something I'm going to continue to pick up. Usually they're, you know, a hard sell. Mattel Tigger plush sings. Y'all know me. I love Winnie the Pooh, so most things get picked up. $9.86. Earth Origins women's shoes. I like that brand. You know, a lot of them are bread and butter, like, you know, $10, $15. Clark's we do really well with. These sold for $13.60. Kelly Toy Pastel Rabbit Plush sold for $11.66, but it did take a little over a year to sell. And a viewer sell, so thank you so much, Sandra. Sandra bought this Bunnies by the Bay Clucky Hen Chicken Plush for $11.66, so thanks again. I told you guys I've started taking stuff down and making one big lot, hoping it'll go get gone during fourth quarter. These just became a really hard sell for me. I used to pick them up quite often and sell them for, you know, $8, $9, $10. Not anymore. So I went ahead, this is all of them. Took them all down, made one lot, and they sold in just a couple of days for $40. Thai Pluffies Tinker the Blue Bear sold for $16.16. Y'all know I like the Pluffies, the Pillow Pals, and the Thai Babies, and some of the classics. I think this might be my best sell of the week. Like I said, you know, it was 2 pretty pitiful days and then 2 better days. This is, I Google Lens this, and that's how I came up with my price, but there were no markings or anything on it. I can't remember why I put the word lovely there. But it was just a plastic coin box. Kind of had that anime type stuff on it. And it sold $50.96. Just My Size women's jeans sold for $15.13. Y'all, I am very happy selling jeans that are like $15. Most of these we pick up at yard sales or filler bags for like $1 or $2. And like this one, I just listed it and it sold. So, you know, I always say I live in a very rural area. I need to source when I'm out locally things that I can find. And so that's what we do. Not everything is going to be True Religion or any of the higher dollar Miss Me's, which we find some, but not very many. Sometimes you just, you know, buy what you can find as long as they're in really good condition. Hug and Love Yellow Duck Plush. I used to pick up a lot of that because I find it quite often in the bins. But I've started moving away more from it. This took almost a year to sell, $19.95. Douglas Seagull Bird Plush. I'm thinking this was in one of the red, white, and blue bags recently. It was a seagull, and it sold very quickly for $8.06. So, you know, I paid $3.99 for a bag. Everything is profit. Robert picked these up at an estate sale a couple months ago. We paid $5 each for 2 different pairs. They looked very similar, but they were a little bit different. And the first one has sold for $49.95. Precious Moments. I think I've just got a couple of these left. I got a bunch of these from our friend Tim and Jerry when they had a yard sale. And this one sold for an offer of $10. Another viewer sale. So thanks again, Gilligan. In the messages, they told me that they used to be called Gilligan in high school or middle school, and they wanted to go ahead and support my channel and buy something, you know, that reminded them of their childhood. So they bought my Gilligan figure with some clothes for $30. So thanks again. C-Pack Peach Crab Plush sold for $17.96. I think that's advertising. C-Pack, probably. All right, now this was another story, kinda. This person wanted to buy all of my plates for this series of Linux Temperware Summer Wind pattern. But wanted me to pack it all in one box, and initially was saying I could pack it in a large flat rate box for $15. No, these are dinner plates, salad plates, and dessert plates. So I told them that we would ship the dinner plates in one box and the other 2 sets in another box. I think they were like 20 pounds by the time we shipped them, so I didn't want that to be one box. We all know how sometimes our packages are handled, especially heavy ones in the post office, and just no. Nope. So they went ahead and paid, you know, the complete shipping, and then I gave them a refund on the difference when we did the second box for them. But anytime you need to ship stuff in 2 separate boxes for one order or a multi-order, all you need to do is first print your first box normal, and then if you go into your shipping labels and click on that item again, in the little drop down it says print another label, and that's what we did. That way all of the tracking is associated with this order, and I'm not going to have any issues. And I have, you know, the order went through fine, and I haven't heard anything, so I'm guessing everything got there safe and sound, and they had paid $67 for the 3 sets of plates. And another viewer sale. This is from Gabby. Gabby is also in my Discord. If, you know, you're interested in supporting my channel, we do have a paid Discord. I think it's $4.99. It's a little bit more if you're on an iPhone. And we just chat all day. We have at least once a month a Zoom call for anybody who's interested. It's usually an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. We just sit around and chat, but usually all day long. People are posting stuff, asking questions, sharing their life. So it's down in the comments if you are interested in joining something like that. It's through Discord. So, but Gabby bought some Fox. She bought the Manhattan toys and the Jellycat Fox for $28.81. So thanks again, Gabby. Kemper Tools Pottery Clay tool. I don't even know what it is. This was in the estate sale bulk buy that I did of paintbrushes. This person had been like, I don't know if they had a store or like a shop where people came and did pottery stuff, because their garage was packed. I've sold almost all of the paintbrushes, and this little pack of tools sold for $17. And last but not least, this is an American Girl cowgirl outfit set. I want to say I paid $5 or $10 at a yard sale with the doll. I've already sold the doll, so this was all profit. It took a while to sell. I probably maybe should have split it up into smaller lot, maybe. But it finally sold for $59. Right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are having amazing sales leading up into fourth quarter. But get your stuff listed. Get your stuff listed. You can't sell it if it's not listed. I need that to be a banner up here somewhere. You can't sell it if it's not listed. Get that stuff listed. Bye.